Oh, what are you doing? Are you just walking around with those things hanging out? Sheesh, big old tusks. I want to boop her very sharp snoot. No, I don't know. What the? Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Cepi the Nomad, and I am extremely excited to go over these images with you. These are courtesy of Kaiju Canuck. He went to SDCC 2025, and he found all these different figures and prototypes at the Hiya Toys booth, so we are going to be going over them. And there is a ton here, including some figures that I never thought we would see. So let's jump right in. Actually, before we jump right in, guys, I am almost at 4,000 subscribers at the time of this recording. We need one more subscriber. We need one full and entire subscriber to hit 4,000. And then, yeah, maybe I'll do something a little special for that. So please feel free to subscribe if you like my videos. And let's try to hit a like goal in this video. If I can get 200 likes on this video, I will record my experience getting to Japan and buying my first few figures there. If we get to 200 likes, I will show you that experience. All right, so Kaiju Canuck went to San Diego Comic-Con 2025, and at the Hiya Toys booth, he spotted this. This is Godzilla Final Wars 2004. Monster X, we all know what Monster X turns into, but this is just the Monster X form, and this sculpt is crazy. I think this is probably the most diverse sculpt as far as different textures go. Like, he has smooth textures, he's got this kind of almost like suit-like space suit-like texture, and then almost like a bony skull texture on his head, and it's just, this is all very fantastic. One thing I noticed about these pictures too, it seems like these figures that are like under approval process that we're just getting for the first time. Back in the day, I remember, what was it, last year or the year before, there weren't cuts on any of the figures. I think all of these prototypes have cuts, at least in some way. So that's cool to see. So we got Monster X here. This is something that I am super excited. Oh, what are you doing? Are you just walking around with those things hanging out? Sheesh. I am extremely excited for this. I have thoughts about the Hokkaido suit, the 1991 Hokkaido suit, and I don't think it looks super suit accurate, although I do enjoy it, and I will have mine in hand soon, so I'll be able to get a better look at it. This, I think, looks a lot more suit accurate. Some proportions are a little proportiony, but I mean, he does kind of look like that. I just think maybe the head could be a little bit smaller. I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think about Burning Godzilla? Obviously, a lot of what's going to make this figure look like Burning Godzilla is, you know, the fact that he's the paint is going to have to sell it. I would hope they do some sort of like translucency to this one. This is obviously just a prototype sculpt, probably not using the actual material, but I would hope he's going to be translucent. That would be sweet. And I was telling Harold over at Figure Mania show, and, you know, Shinrajira and Goji Guy. First of all, Harold was gracious enough to invite me onto his live stream last night, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. I'll link it in the description. It was a great time getting to talk to some, you know, figure reviewers and YouTubers that I just watch in my own free time. So that was a great experience. Thank you so much, Harold, for that. Anyways, I was telling Harold, they really got to nail the eyes on this. Like, Burning Godzilla's eyes are freaking wild in the movie. They have to sell that absolutely terrifying look of like, oh, this monster that we've been afraid of for years and years and years is now even scarier looking. Look at his eyes. What's up with him? Very excited to see what they do with this. I can't freaking wait. And we have the boy. The boy. I guess. I'm excited for Scar King, you know, just to complete the set. And obviously I think this looks better than the SH Monster at Scar King for the most part. Harold was saying that the face needs to be, the neutral face specifically, needs to be a little bit scarier looking. There's almost like no points in the movie where he's kind of just chilling like that. He's always got some sort of grimace or something going on. However, the roaring head and the actual like smirking, grimacing head does look fantastic. And then you got this typical change of hands, which is good for Kong figures. I stated in one of my videos recently that I don't like accessories being limited to just hands. That's mostly for just Godzilla. Like for Kong figures, like more human-like figures, I think it's fine because, you know, like, or monkey-like figures. Scar King can knuckle walk. He mostly does knuckle walk, and he kind of hunches. He can walk on his knuckles. You know, he's got different, you know, more expressive, you know, apes and monkeys are just more expressive with their hands. And I really like the kind of like twist or arch in his back. He kind of like looks almost a little deformed, like he's got something going on from battle or something. So that's going to be cool to see. I can't wait to see this painted. I really hope they go a little bit harder than SH Monster Arts did with their paint job. And maybe blend the white in the fur a little bit more, and then, you know, the face with the paint on it. That's going to be pretty exciting. There's another picture of it there. And Scylla. We have Scylla right next to it. We've already seen Scylla, but we have not seen a picture of it in the wild. So there you go. I think this is going to be a pretty cool figure. I am interested to see how it stands because I haven't seen the image somewhere, but I did hear that it just kind of like collapsed. We will have to wait and see what is going on with our weird spider crab here. Are crabs arachnids? They look kind of like arachnids, don't they? Anyways, this is what I'm most excited for. So Harold predicted this one, and I said in the live stream, I kind of rolled my eyes when he predicted it. Like, not to be like rude or anything, but just because like I was like, yeah, right, we're never getting Behemoth, like whatever. I loved this kaiju in King of the Monsters, and we only got a brief snippet of it, just kind of plowing through some buildings with its tusk, big old tusks. Yeah, I was like, you know what, I don't think we're ever gonna see that thing in figure form. And here it is, with cuts and everything. I'm very curious to see what the articulation is going to be like on this figure, because with a big old mammoth-like creature, I don't know how much articulation you can actually get. I don't know if he's going to be able to like rear up or something, or maybe he can crouch real low. Like maybe there's some really good double joint elbow situations going on here, and he can crouch down. I imagine he's going to be able to swing his head. I hope his head doesn't just swivel. Here. I hope it doesn't just swivel. I hope it's on a ball joint and you can do more things with the head, make it look like he's in mid-swing. Behemoth I'm very excited for. However, I am more excited for Tiamat. This looks nuts. I feel like if they can nail the articulation on this is going to be one of my favorite figures. I love the design in GXK. I love the color. I can't wait to see this thing colored. How the heck are they going to make it look as majestic as she looks in the film? I think Hiya can do it. They're up for the challenge, but I'm excited to see how it articulates. Me and Harold and Shinrab Jira and Goji Guy were talking a bit about maybe it's going to be articulated here. I can't tell if there's cuts in her little legs over here, but you know, if maybe this is going to be articulated, maybe the legs will be articulated, and maybe down to here will be, and like the head and the jaw, but I think it's all just going to be wireframe. It's kind of hard to tell. There might be a cut there, so they might not wireframe it. Here's what I'm hoping for Tiamat. I hope it's not just static. Like, I hope this figure isn't just one of those things where it has a fixed positioning where, yeah, maybe you can rotate this a little bit or you can rotate this a little bit, but for the most part, she's in this pose. I wouldn't not buy the figure for that reason, but I'd be much more excited if it was like the Skull Devil and was able to get some wireframe action. And that, like, the Skull Devil is so posable, so much more posable than I thought it would be, and I hope we can achieve that with Tiamat. I'm very excited for Tiamat. I can't wait to see what this looks like colored. Anyways, I gotta move on because I'm just gonna stare at that for a while. I love Tiamat, so let's go back. I love Tiamat's design. The razor sharp fins, the scale texture looks so good. I want to boot her very sharp snoot. Okay, anyways. Oh, Warbat. This is something I have wanted for a while. I thought they looked fantastic. They have a really neat look to them. I love the face shape. Is there another image? No, not in here. But the face, like the profile of Warbat looks absolutely fantastic, and I really hope we can achieve something with the wings here. I don't know if this is going to be all wireframed, like maybe just this big one will be a wireframe and the rest are kind of just floating pieces, but I want to try to achieve that with Kong, because we got the new Kong coming out. You know, Shinrab Jira just did his review on the GXK Kong without the Beast Glove from Hiya, and I want that figure, and I want to recreate the GVK moment where it wraps around Kong's face, and I want to get two of these to kind of recreate that whole scene. That'd be a great display piece. This looks like it's going to be a wireframe similar to the Skull Devil, and yeah, I want two of these. I think this is going to be great. I think it's going to be great. Little articulation in the head there, so we do see a cut. I wonder if some of these don't even have all the cuts. It's just like whatever they had ready at the time. I don't think all of these are going to be in that position. So who knows what we're actually going to see with this, but I can't wait to see this colored. And we have Kong in the box. We have GXK Kong and GXK Kong with the Beast Glove. And then what else do we have here? Kaiju-Canucks. Took a picture of what I'm assuming is just Godzilla 2000. But then again, that figure is like colored and there's solicitation images, so I don't know what's going on there. And then back here, this is just a monster, what do you call it? Monster Hunter figure. Looks pretty cool. See if he's got a picture of it here. No, I don't know. What the frick? Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. Oh, the spines look so good. That's so cool. I love how they make Hedera just like look like candy or ice cream treats. Why is that a thing? I don't care. I'm glad it is. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. What do you think? We got a lot of stuff here. Harold from Figure Mania Show predicted a lot of it correctly. So we got Burning Godzilla, Scar King finally, Behemoth, Tiamat, Warbat. Like, these are figures we've been waiting for, and I'm very excited to see them not only just coming into figure form, but coming into like Hiya's domain. Hiya just knocks it out of the park with their accuracy, and it's just like, this is the company I want to see doing this stuff. So, oh man, I can't wait. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comment section down below. What are you most excited for? Me personally, it's got to be Tiamat. But anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe. We're almost at 4,000 subscribers. If one of you hits that button, we hit it. And yeah, let's try to get this video 200 likes, and I'll show you the first few figures I buy when I move to Japan in August. So I will talk to you guys in the next video. Johnny.